Hello, singers and speakers with TMJ. Here are my stretches for my TMJ routine. So first we are going to just put our hands behind our head, and we are going to keep the tongue on the roof of the mouth and just look to the right and try to look as far as you can at your elbow. And we are waiting for like a yawn or a sigh feeling inside the body, inside the mouth. It usually takes about 20 seconds. I'm going to move on, resetting, and then we're going to move to the left side. Okay, now we are going to take one hand, place it here, and we're going to tilt our head back in this direction with our mouth open. So we're going to tilt and close, so we're stretching this muscle here. Do that a couple times. Just want a gentle stretch on this. And we're going to switch to the other side. So moving this way. Awesome. So now we are going to work through our digastric muscle. Start with the anterior, which is right here in the front. Take your thumb and just kind of wiggle right here, because if you have TMJ, you likely have, I can't talk and do this, if you have TMJ, you likely also have tension in the root of, this is the root of our tongue as well. So we're just going to work through there. This is what I'm doing here. I tend to be a little more aggressive with this muscle, but you can use whatever pressure feels good for you. Now I like to take my thumb and slide along my jawbone, sliding back to the posterior digastric here. So this is that view for you. So I'll do one side, and then I'll do a few on the other side. And you can spend as much time as you need on these. So if you need to pause the video and take some time, feel free. I always got one side or the other right in here that feels particularly sore. Today it's actually both. So I like to kind of take my thumb and wiggle this way. And you could do this way. You don't have to tilt your chin up like I was. I'm just showing you. So just do kind of like circles with your thumb in there. And I'm going to do the other side as well. Doing sort of a sliding motion again as well. Okay, so then we're going to take and just pinch the skin and tissue right here. So we're not pinching the actual larynx or trachea, just sort of that like double chin area. And we're just going to like sort of gently pinch and slide down here. I always get sore right through. This is still that tissue sort of outside of the muscle. So we're working through that. And again, take as much time as you need. Also at this point, going to take a minute to do some tongue stretches. So after we do that, I just want you to take and stick your tongue out as far as you can. And then you're going to grab the tip of your tongue. You can use a Kleenex if you don't want to touch your tongue. grab the tip of your tongue and we're just going to hold it out for a few seconds. So just pulling a little bit. The frenulum, that little skin underneath your tongue, is going to stop you from pulling too hard. So if it starts to hurt, please don't pull any further. Just a gentle stretch for the tongue. So we're going to do that for like 10 more seconds. Right. You can also like hang in a seated position with your tongue hanging out as well, and try to just let it hang. I don't do that one very often. So the other one I'm going to do is stick my tongue out all the way, and I sort of do like a light massage on both sides of my tongue with like circles motion, because I get very sore right through there. So we're going to just I guess it's not so much as a circle as it is, but it's like an oval. So exciting. So now I'm going to hand sanitizer because I just touched my tongue. Don't sanitize before, just like wash your hands or something because it tastes gross. So now we're going to take that same tissue but stretch on the sides. So this is a little trickier because we don't want to grab the carotid artery that's right here. You take sort of a scoop, and we're trying to get this, like, if you think about like wrestler neck, right? We're trying to get this area here and just work one side at a time. So we're working up this way. And again, because it's TMJ for me and not so much neck tension, I focus mostly on this part where the mandible meets my ear. Sort of the top of the sternocleidomastoid. Sternocleidomastoid. I can never say that. I always think clavo because it connects to the, anyway, clavicle. All right. So do that for as long as you can. I could definitely do this for a lot longer. Then we're going to switch to the other side. So again, scooping and pulling. It'll get easier to do this the more you do it. It's pretty tricky at first because the skin doesn't really want to pull away from your skeleton, as it really shouldn't, but it is helpful here. And again, I'm focusing mostly up at the top of this, but actually my neck's a little sore on this side. And also now I'm going to take and do like a ear, these are ear scissors. We're going to take and rub around the ear and sort of up to the temples with these two fingers. And these two can slide back sort of through the occipital muscles in the back where we all get those headaches. So around the ears like this. You can also just keep these like right around the ears if that's easier and you don't have that flexibility in your fingers. It's definitely helpful, especially like right through here. Again, right where that joint is, because if you feel, that's right where your jaw opens. Speaking of that, so we're gonna take and divide this into sort of three. So we're going this way, sort of just working our fingertips across. Now we're going to work down through the cheek, sort of between the teeth. If you are feeling, oh, I just put hand sanitizer on. This is going to taste gross, but I'll do it for you. If you are feeling especially tense in this area, one that I like to do is just stick my, this is so weird, stick my thumb through here and just massage this area back here with my thumb. So I can't really show you a good angle, but I'm sort of doing like this kind of motion back at the top of my teeth on the skin. And I always have a lot thicker tissue on this side because the muscle is inflamed. But you can also do either side. Actually, it didn't taste too bad. Must have dried. So then we're going to take and do also the bottom of the jaw as well. Right, and you can slide up and do more temple if you feel like you're tight through there. We can also go sort of pinching across the bridge of the brow. Ooh, kind of tight right here. I love all the faces that this is making me do in front of you. It's very dignified. So then we're going to take our hair line and we're just going to pull back and then forward. Just kind of noticing which way feels easier to do. For me, it's back, so I'm going to pull forward this way and hold for about 10 seconds. Kind of breathing through the stretches. And now I'm going to do side to side, so right and then left. Left is definitely easier, so I'm going to hold to the right for 10 seconds. And then I like to also do some diagonals. So I'm pulling back and away this way because that was harder. And now I'm going to do this way and back. This way was harder, so I'm pulling this way. And then just some like circles. If you're feeling particularly tense in your scalp, you can also do similar things with the sides and the back. I don't have much hair in the back, but I did do this with a shaved head once, so it can be done. Great, so the next thing we're going to do is some actual jaw stretches. So you're going to take your jaw and just open it as wide as you can and then apply just light pressure to hold it open. And we're going to do that for 30 seconds. That was 15 and I feel silly, so you can do it for 15 more. Then you're going to pause for 30 seconds and you do that 4 times. Okay, then the next one you're going to do after waiting 30 seconds, because we're resting in between, you're going to slide to one side. I'm going to do the right side, and I'm going to hold again, just gently holding it in that place. And again, we're doing 30 seconds rest. 30 seconds. So we're doing 4 sets of that. Yeah. And then you're going to do the other side and hold. And then if you feel kind of lopsided, you can do one more that way. Another one I like to do that I got from my chiropractor, a couple things actually, is the phrase, so we're going to say, boy, 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 Boston. And those B really help relax this as well. So just do that a few times. Boy, 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 Boston. Boy, 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 Boston. Let's do one more. Boy, 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 Boston. And then I also like to do chin retractions to help with neck and shoulders. So we're going to do forward and back. Forward, back. I once had a chiropractor tell me to do like 100 of these a day. That is a lot, but I think even doing a little bit can be helpful. The other one that you can do to open up the shoulders is just standing this way and just opening here and then closing. So I'm just opening up these front pectoral muscles. I also feel stretch like right through here personally when I do that. And all of that will actually help with your TMJ because it's all connected. Also, if you do not already have a bite splint, go to your dentist, talk to them about your TMJ, and decide what's right for you. I hope this was helpful.